Hi guys, and welcome to the first episode of Operation Premiership Coventry City series. We've had a very productive start to the season and plenty of transfers to get going with, so I'll go straight on to them now. Right, let's start with the transfers in. First of all, we bought in Saladin Spy on a free transfer. Moroccan left back who's played 2 games for the Moroccan national side. He's got some decent tackling and some decent pace. He's got some decent stats all round, really. He's not a quality left back, as I'd put it, but I did have a loan bid for Matthew Briggs from Fulham. He went to another club, so I had to get a left back in, as the only one I had other than that was Chris Hussey, really. And I don't think he's quite as good as this guy, although this guy isn't properly up to scratch. I will be looking to improve this position in the future, but for now he's done a fairly decent job at left back. He's not got bad average ratings, he's made a couple of assists as well, so he has been doing alright, and he's improving a little bit, but basically he's just a decent player for this level, and he has had a good start. Next up is the marquee signing of the window, Leroy Lita from Swansea. Now, in my eyes, this man is just an absolute beast at this level, especially. He's supposed to be a championship player according to the current ability, but he is now knocking it about in League One. It says 11 grand a week. I'm not paying any of it. There you go, wages not applicable, not even paying a penny, and they didn't want a monthly fee. I've got him completely free for an entire season, and he has been absolutely phenomenal so far. No doubt, I've said I want him on a permanent basis. No doubt he'll be going back to Swansea at the end of the season, back in their first team where he should be. But he is a quality addition, very good stats, good finishing, good pace. And as you can see, he has started well. 3 goals in 3 games, 7.77 average rating, and where he's been, Bristol City League One, 24 goals in 44 games, scored goals wherever he's been. Although he didn't enjoy so much first team action there, but he will be definitely my first team striker here. And last but not least, on transfer deadline day, we secured the signing of Jonathan Page. This was an ongoing transfer for about a week from Motherwell, and it just went through in time. £100,000. He's a good defender all across the back, and defensive midfielder as well. He's got some fairly good stats, very good physically, pretty decent mentally. He needs to improve his technical attributes a bit, especially the marking and tackling, but he is only 22, and I do think he's got plenty of room to improve. Look there, they said decent player for Empower League One, good Empower Championship player in the future, so he should definitely be improving, and I'll be looking to give him some first team action, maybe load him out in January if I can't find much of a space for him. But as you can see there, all across the back he can play, so that gives me a lot of versatile options. On the outs, it was Roy O'Donovan to Crewe for £200,000. Now, I know this man, as a Coventry City fan myself, he does not play for us, and he hasn't really ever since he signed for us. He signed for us 2010 after being released by Sunderland. He's made 13 appearances in 2 years, not scored for us. He ended up on loan at Hibs last season. I thought getting 200 grand for him was an absolute bargain. I wouldn't have paid a penny for him if it was Crewe, but we seem to have mugged them off completely there. But 200 grand, quality amount to get him for him, and that enabled us to bring in Jonathan Page. The rest are all just loans out. Josh Ruffles, young player, gone to Eastleigh, hopefully he can improve. Same with Billy Daniels to Hereford. Joe Henderson and Aaron Phillips both went on loan to Lincoln. Callum Wilson joined up with Luton. Jordan Willis, who is a very good prospect, but 4-star potential. He needs to improve, so I need to get him first team football. He's gone to Mansfield. Lee Burge has gone to Nuneaton, our feeder club, as has Ivor Lawton and Will Roberts, and Sean Jeffers has joined Cambridge on loan, and they are all season-long loan deals, but I do have the ability to call them back if I do get into a massive injury crisis. So let's get on to the fixtures and see how we've done there. So we had a fairly decent pre-season. We started off with the 4-0 win over our reserves. Callum Ball getting 2 goals and Stephen Elliott grabbing the other 2. Fairly decent win, convincing victory over the reserves, as you would expect. There you go, top on the possession, shots, chances, everything. It was all us. So good way to start the pre-season. Then we drew 0-0 at home to Championship side Barnsley. Again, a decent result. A couple of bookings picked up, but considering that they are a Championship side, that wasn't a bad result. Then we travelled to Woking of the Conference, Blue Square Premier. Decent result, expected to win, and considering we did play a few of the younger players as well, 2-0 win, not too bad. Leroy Lita bagging his first goal for the club in a friendly to get some sort of form. Then we went and hosted Bolton and won 2-1. Now this is not a bad result by any means. Bolton just been relegated from the Premiership. We have just been relegated from the Championship, and they've got, look at that, Kevin Davis, Chris Eagles, Lee Chung Yong, Marcus Alonso, Zat Knight, Jay Spearing, Martin Petrov, G Dong. They should be hammering us, but we only lost 2-1. It was only 3 minutes from time that they won it through Chris Eagles. William Edging-Gwaley getting on the score sheet for us, or the edges he liked to be known, but not too bad there. And then we travelled away for our last 2 games, 3-1 away at Hereford. William Edging-Gwaley after 5 minutes, Forrester after 7, then Malsom got them back into it on 58, but McGoldrick sealed the victory just over 10 minutes from time with his first goal for the club. And finally a 3-0 win away at Bishop Stortford. Goals from Callum Ball, Frank Musa and Stephen Elliott securing that victory. Decent win there. Then it was time to get the proper competitive season underway in the Carling Cup first round, and we came up short, lads. We lost 2-1 to Swindon. Andy Williams gave them the lead after 34 minutes. And then Carl Baker equalised 9 minutes from time, and I thought we might be taking this to extra time, but 2 minutes later the lads lost concentration completely, and Adam Rooney popped up to give Swindon the win and put them through to the second round. We went out. I'm not too disappointed really, because it's not really a distraction I want. We're not going to go far in it, we're not going to win it by any means, and I'd much rather concentrate on the league, so I'm not too disappointed going out there. And then 4 days later we started with our League One campaign at home to Scunthorpe, and again we got off to a terrible start. Just 36 minutes on the clock and Andy Bartram put Scunthorpe in front, and I just thought this could be a really tough season. But Carl Baker, 7 minutes after the restart, put us in front. David McGoldrick then missed an absolute sitter heading wide from 2 yards out with pretty much no one in the way. And I thought that was going to cost us the 3 points, but Jordan Clark popped up when a scramble around the box, fell at his feet, and with 2 minutes to go smashed it home and put us top of the table, well, towards the top of the table with 3 points to get us underway. We then travelled to Stevenage, and a change of formation brought a fantastic result. I thought that going away from home we'd need more defensive, because I've been playing 4-4-2 attacking. I played 4-4-1-1, brought John Fleck in on the action, and we absolutely hammered them. Leroy Lita picking up a goal either side of half time, 42 and 46, and Carl Baker finishing it off in style in stoppage time, making it 3-0, a very convincing victory. And as you can see, we fully dominated that game on the possession, the shots, everything. They didn't even have a shot on target in the game, so we really did impress in that one, and be looking for more of the same. And then to finish off the episode, we went and beat MK Dons at home 2-1. It was a very lively start here. Leroy Lita, after 4 minutes, getting his 3rd goal in 2 games, putting us in front, but it only lasted 3 minutes, and Dean Bowditch equalised for MK Dons, but just over the half-hour mark, and David McGoldrick made it 2-1. And although we spurned a couple of good chances to make the lead bigger, Leroy Lita missed at least 2 or 3 chances, could have had a hat-trick easily, but we weren't made to pay for it, thank God, and we picked up all 3 points to remain top of the table. So that does leave us first. 3 wins from 3 games. There were 2 other teams, Sheffield United and Swindon, also with 100% records. We face Swindon away next. Can we get the our own back on them for the defeat in the Carling Cup? As you can see, 7 goals in 3 games, not bad, averaging over 2 goals a game. Down there, MK Dons struggling. Portsmouth were favourites at the start of the season, only 1 point from their 3 games. Also, note, end of August came, and the transfer window, also Player of the Month awards. Leroy Lita got 2nd in Player of the Month. He also got 1st in the Goal of the Month, and I picked up the Manager of the Month with 3 wins and top in the table. So that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Give me a like and subscribe. That'd be much greatly appreciated, and I'll be back with you for episode 2 soon. See